Hello and welcome. Today is December. Oh my god. It's not fucking December. Why did I say that? I fucked up already. Scuffed! Scuffed stream. Already scuffed. God damn it. Today is October 18th, 2023, and today we'll be playing some Planet Zoo. I assure you it's not December. I'm not that senile just yet, but that was a fuck up. No one saw that, I hope. I'm sorry. Alright. So, today we're going to have a very chill, laid-back stream. Another chill, laid-back stream, just in general. And I have some really good news for you guys. So for those of you who are not watching on Twitch, so if you're on YouTube or Kick, you're basically now able to spend channel points. So that's cool. The way you would do it, so I have the command set up for two different requests. As you spend time in the chat and chill, you gain points. Now, I don't have this point system set up for Twitch because Twitch already has a channel point system, so there's no real point in adding it there. But yeah, so for Kick, if you want to name a servant or name an animal, you can use 500 points to do so. It's the same amount of currency as it takes from Twitch, so, you know, have at it, have fun, if you so wish. You gain channel points by first being a follower, and then after following, you get some through interacting in the chat, chilling, watching, and all the good stuff. All right, so today's going to be a somewhat I don't know if the word is stressful that I want to use here. I wouldn't say stressful. I know I said it's going to be a laid-back stream, and it is, but oh man, I'm not looking forward to this. So today I'm going to be setting up work zones. Work zones are basically like an assigned area or group of buildings that you can assign staff to so that they only interact with those buildings or only attend to certain animals and stuff like that. It can be really efficient for if you're like, I don't know, if you're like me and you have like more animals than you can really keep up with. I mean, my zoo is not even that big compared to like some other people's zoos, but there's enough animals here that I do need staff to help, right? So luckily, I have two clusters of staff buildings. I have one here and one here. That being said, my staff is not evenly distributed. And I also have to assign staff based on how many animals are in each exhibit. I've heard of like different numbers, like it really depends on like what people want to do as far as like how many staff you want to assign to certain like habitats and stuff. So like for example, like a habitat that has a lot of animals might need more zookeepers than an animal that doesn't. Than you know, in a habitat that doesn't. So it's definitely something to think about, especially as you're creating your zoo in the first place. I've neglected to set up these work zones. I'm kind of avoiding it. It's probably one of my least favorite parts, but when it sets up, when it's set up right and it's set up well, it's like a well-oiled machine. It just does all the work for you. It basically allows you or gives you a chance to breathe. Last time we were sorting through animals. I'm just doing a quick recap. We're sorting through a bunch of animals, replacing those in habitats that are all elderly and stuff like that. So if there's not enough younger animals, I replace them just to make sure that the signs don't all go black, because that would suck. But yeah, that's basically what we've been doing. So I'm gonna start off in the order that I basically put my habitats together. The first animal I put in here was, I believe, the doll sheep. So I could go from here and work my way this way, and I think I will. It's kind of hard to decide where you want to start off, but I think that starting this way and going counterclockwise is probably going to be my best bet. So I have a good feeling about that. So let's get started. So I'm going to go to the zoo tab. I'm going to go to the staff tab and then click on work zones. I only have one work zone set up, but I'm going to get rid of it because I need to start over with my work zones essentially. And before I even assign anyone to anything, I'm just going to set up work zones. So let's start with this first work zone. We have the Dall sheep habitat, so I'm going to select it here. We're also going to think about the kinds of things in that area that need to be attended to. So for example, like this right here is like a speaker post. So I'm going to click on this educational animal talk thing. And I kind of want to rename it, but I'm just going to leave it alone for now. By the way, when you rename stuff, it automatically updates in the work zone, so you don't have to worry about it. I'm going to actually name this work zone Dall sheep. Just so that Wait, what? Oh, okay. It took a second to update. I thought it wasn't updating for a second, but looks like you got it. So yeah, we have the Dall sheep, we have the animal talk point. I'm not going to select any other habitats. Now, the thing is, like, with the Dall sheep, there's a tendency for there to be a lot of animals in this habitat. As far as like how many at a time, it can get kind of crazy with how many. So like, for example, even just in this area, you have like 4 different animals, and we have some more here and here and here. So I'm gonna need, I would like to put maybe 4 zookeepers just to take care of this area. Maybe 4 zookeepers, 2 vets, and 1 educator, I'm thinking. So, oh, and I might assign 2 mechanics because the barrier integrity is going to go down faster since there's more animals inside the habitat. And I want to make sure I'm prepared for that. So, yeah, let's get that going. Before I do that, let me make sure. Hold on. Making sure I'm able to read the chat. There we go. Okay, we're good. All right, so let's start going through here. As a maintenance person, they're going to need to attend to this particular transformer. And this transformer, I think I'm going to leave this one alone and out of this particular work zone, because this whole area here is going to be a work zone in itself. So I'm just going to leave that alone for now. And I'm going to assign maintenance to deal with this specific one, especially since they don't have to deal with barriers in the guest, well, I almost said guest habitat, but you know what I mean. Well, not a guest habitat, but yeah. I'm gonna actually select these 3 ATMs here because even though this kind of more categorized, like, I guess you could categorize this more as like a something for guests, it's kind of closer or out of the way. So I'd rather just include it in the Dall sheep thing just to give the mechanics something to do, make sure that their workload is appropriate. I think I'm going to start off with maybe with just 1 mechanic just to see, but if the mechanic needs to visit more often, then that's when I'm going to start assigning more mechanics to the zone. I'm also going to include this water treatment. I'm also going to include, what is this building? Quarantine. Yeah, so the quarantine room. Actually, all the buildings in here I think are just fine. I think I'm just gonna select everything in here. I'm not gonna select these 2 things though. I don't want the mechanic going all the way from over here to like run over here, so I'm not going to select these 2 things on this side, but I am gonna select the buildings. So that way the staff can use any of the buildings available to them. I don't want them to feel limited in what buildings they can use. I'm also not going to include this ATM because it's really far from the Dall sheep habitat. So I'm just going to try and organize a little bit better. I think I'm pretty happy with this Dall sheep habitat stuff. So all the green is going to be included. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I might be overlooking, and I think we're good. So And plus I can always go back and change it later. So I'm gonna add a new work zone. I'm gonna call this work zone food court. And the food court is basically going to be consistent of, let's see, we got this building, this building, this building, this building, this one, this one. I thought I already selected this as part of another work zone. Oh, but you know what? Maybe not. I'm just going to select it here. And all these things here should be for maintenance to deal with. Why is this not? There we go. Cool. And also it's important that for the guest areas that I actually assign more caretakers than normal. The reason why is because if there's like a trash buildup on the ground, or if the trash cans become too full, guests will just start throwing stuff on the ground and it's really gross. So in order to avoid a potential catastrophe, that's basically what I'm gonna do. I think I'm pretty happy with just these buildings being selected. I might actually also select these ATMs, I'm thinking, but I don't think it's appropriate, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone, see if these ATMs go down a lot, because these ATMs are high use ATMs, because they're like right on the path for guests. So if it ends up being that I keep getting prompts for this, I'm going to reassign them also to the food court. So we'll be able to see that. Now it's time to choose the guest buildings. Oh, sorry, not the guest buildings, the staff buildings. I'm gonna select every staff building here. All of them will be selected. I don't care what they do or who they are, they have access. Why? Because it's easier. That's the only reason. No other real reason. But what I will do though is assign this water pump thing also to this food court. You know what? I have a feeling these are gonna break down, so I'm just gonna assign this, and I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. And I'm making sure I didn't miss anything. Looks not bad. All right, next. We're gonna go on to the next work zone. I'm going to put down a work zone for the Himalayan brown bear. Oh my god. I know that's not, there's no way I spelled that right. Hold on, let me double check the spelling on Himalayan. Where are they? You know what, I'm just going to highlight this since I typed it in earlier, and then I'm going to make a work zone. Now notice I didn't assign anyone to any work zones yet. It's because I have the game paused. I don't want to be dealing with like prompts and pop-ups just yet, especially since I don't have the staff totally coordinated as far as like where they're supposed to be, who they attend to, and stuff like that. Now, this area is kind of far from the staff building. The problem with having staff building here, even though it like covers all these areas that are like immediately around it, if you have a maintenance person or someone like walking through in this area, that's still kind of far from here. It's a little bit of a walk, but I think they can handle it. Hopefully it doesn't become a problem. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the work zones tab, open up work zone 4, and I'm gonna copy paste the name of that bear. And then I'm going to hit edit. I'm gonna include the bears. I'm gonna include the water treatment, this ATM, all of these buildings. I just want to make sure the staff have access to anything they need. The reason also why I like to select all of the staff buildings in the cluster is so that the staff like don't have to wait. If the room they want is occupied, they can just go into a different building and do what they need to do. There's enough buildings here that there should never ever be a backup, but if for some reason there is, then that's an indication that I fucked up somewhere. So let's just remember that. All right, so I'm also going to select this and this. Reason why is that they're also very close. And I think I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not going to select this because it's already covered by this and the food court. Doll Sheep and food court zones already have that covered, so we don't need to do it again. Next, I'm going to make a new work zone. This new work zone is going to have, I think it's pronounced Japanese macaque. I should really look it up because I keep saying I think it's pronounced, but I should really look it up and find out what its correct pronunciation is. But they're so cute. Actually, oh right, I just remembered. I just added some new ones in here. So, now that I'm looking at how it's spelled, let me make sure I can spell it correctly. Japanese macaque. Alright, and that's now a new work zone. I'm gonna hit edit work zone. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. And I'm gonna include the animals. This right here. Also, I just realized the Himalayan brown bears do not have an animal talk point. That's something that I have to correct and have to go back to fix. So I have to remind myself to take care of that before I move on to the next area. I'm going to select this ATM, and I'm also going to select this random barrier here and here. I think these can get vandalized, and that's the reason why you can select them, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I've ever seen them actually vandalized, but I'm sure it's possible. There's always going to be that one weird circumstance where something like that happens, so. I'm going to also select all the staff buildings like I did last time. Because I'm not assigning only one type of staff per work zone. I'm just trying to encompass everything I need to for every work zone so that the staff don't have to like be like, oh, I can't reach a staff room. You're not going to have that problem. Arionika, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope you're doing all right. I'm just making some work zones, as you can see. I am not going to include this ATM because there's so few things for a person taking care of the Himalayan brown bear exhibit to do that I think it's overkill. I think one maintenance person can handle this and this because there's only going to be maximum of 3 animals in this habitat at a time. Any more than that and we're looking at like dangerous fighting. So yeah, I think this is going to be fine. What I am gonna do though is make a animal talk point. I'm gonna go to facilities, media devices, education, and then animal talk point. And I'm gonna put one right here. And I'm also going to assign the Himalayan brown bear. Boom. Done. So now this animal talk point is open and it looks like we are in luck. Looks good. I'm going to add it to the work zone now. So I go to work zones, Himalayan brown bear, and edit work zone. And then I'm going, oop, I didn't mean to unclick the work zone, but I'm gonna click on the animal talk point to make sure it's included in this work zone. Next, I'm going to put in a new work zone. This one is going to be the giant panda work zone. You're just chilling. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes it just be one of those chill days. And I don't know why the game is lagging. For some reason, when I type in something, it takes like a second before the name pops up, and it's just weird. Oh boy. Okay, so it looks like this tunnel also has, this dome entrance also needs maintenance. Interesting. And I'm gonna click on this animal talk point and make sure that this is included. And then I'm also gonna include the 2 entrance areas just in case. Another thing too is by chunking all of these different places. Okay, so actually, you know what? It's good that you asked that because I was about to explain it. That's good. All right, so basically work zones, right, are groupings of buildings or groupings of certain responsibilities so that your staff know what they should be prioritizing and what they should be working on. So for example, let's say I'm going to assign #1 fan to the panda habitat, right? He's an educator. So if I assign him to the habitat, I need to make sure I also highlight this right here, this animal talk point, because this is assigned for pandas, right? So if I assign #1 fan to this particular work zone, he's gonna know, oh, I have to do my animal talk for the pandas. And while he's assigned to that, as long as everyone else in the zoo or all the other educators are assigned to stuff, no one else will do that job except for #1 fan. And yes, his name is #1 fan. He was actually named by a viewer. But yeah, so the idea is that it tells your staff what you should be working on without having to go in and click every single little thing as far as like what they're allowed to and not allowed to mess with. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually going to hold on a second, did it subtract or okay, I'm gonna actually include all of these things. I'm not gonna include this ATM because it's already covered, and it also tells them what staff buildings to rest at on their break. So that's another really good thing about the work zones. All right, so I think I covered everything. I got this, I got this, I got these. I'm not going to assign anything for water. I'm not going to assign anything to this because this is already covered by brown bear habitat. So I think we're good on this one. So this giant panda work zone is now set. So I'm going to show an example. So if I go to staff, right? If you notice, it says like work zone, right? Now, if I look at just my, let's say I close everything out except for like educators, right? #1 fan is, you know, right now he has a low workload, but if I switch his workload to giant panda and then I hit play, his workload might adjust. It might still be low because it's only one habitat, but I am going to look at what he's able to do. So like for the staff, you can go to the normally you can train them, but this is sandbox mode, so they're already maxed out. I can look at his statistics, how much time he spent, you know, so it looks like he spent 91% of his time idle. That is not good. He needs time spent. Oh, that's weird. It says researching. I don't think educators can research, now I think about it, but I want to say I could be wrong, but I've never seen that. So that's actually really interesting. I think this is just here by default. Time spent on duty, only 9% of his time. That's terrible. So with a yellow workload, that means he has not enough to do, and I need to correct that, right? So I can also tell him what kinds of things he can and cannot do. So he can present roaming talks. Roaming talks are basically when an educator just kind of stops somewhere randomly in the middle of the zoo and they draw a crowd in, and then the crowd will stand around them and they'll talk about animals and, you know, give like some kind of like educational spiel of some sort. If I were to have them present animal talks, then they stand at the animal talk point. That's the little stand that that I clicked on earlier. And then when they're conducting guided tours, that is another skill altogether. And I might actually have him do tours as well as the animal talks, but I haven't quite decided how I'm going to set this up yet. You can actually set up a tour guide. You can tell an educator to be like a tour guide for the zoo, essentially. And then you can set like tour points, like viewpoints, where your guests can just follow the educator to where they're going. And they hold up like, they basically take the tour guide post and they lift it up and hold it up like a sign. Good night, New Zones. New Zones. Good night. Is it nighttime for you, Gerton? Welcome back, by the way. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? But yeah, it's basically like the idea here. So I just used number one fan as like an example, but different kinds of people have like different objectives. So like, for example, let's say I have a vet, right? And I have these different options. Vets can do more stuff. So they can transport an animal, dispose of animal carcasses, tranquilize escaped animals, treat animals, and conduct vet research. If I don't want them to do any of these, all I have to do is just uncheck whatever it is I don't want them to do. Oh, okay, it's nighttime around you. Nice, nice. It's only evening for me, but it'll be nighttime sure soon enough. What else we got here? Let's look at the zookeepers. So like, if you click on like a zookeeper, they can clean habitats, tend to exhibits, and feed animals in the habitats. Zookeepers are basically what keeps your zoo running for the most part, and you can't really have a zoo without a zookeeper. There's also mechanics. So if I click on the mechanics, they can do a lot more, they have a lot more responsibilities that I can kind of like pick and choose what I want them to deal with and not deal with. So vending machine inspections is basically like they look at a machine, and if the vending machine doesn't look like it's in top working condition, they can repair it. They can repair habitat walls, so all the gates and fencing and all that stuff they can repair. Repair facility, so like let's say a facility breaks down, like for example, if like let's say an ATM breaks down, that would be repairing a facility. They're not the same as vending machine on here, because vending machine would be like food items, drink items, stuff like that. If I have a repair, sorry, I don't know why I read that again. If we look at vandalisms are like every once in a while you have a few bad eggs come into your zoo and wreck stuff, and it would be up to your mechanics to repair. Conduct mechanic research. I have all that maxed out, so I'm not even going to have them do that, but normally that'd be like researching different types of barriers and walls and stuff like that, statues and other decorative items, but you don't really have that as like a concern or something in play unless you're doing like a franchise zoo. That's when that really matters. We also have ride breakdowns. So like with the ride breakdowns and ride inspections, they're kind of similar. So for example, if you have a ride set up so that it gets inspected once every 6 months or something like that, then, you know, the person will come and they'll inspect it, make sure it's like in top working condition. And if it's not, they'll just repair it on the spot. If the ride breaks down, they'll repair on the spot. Now you're probably thinking, what do I mean by rides, right? So in some of the zoos I've had in the past, and not so much this zoo, some zoos there's actually like rides you can have that are like, you know, like a train that goes around the zoo, or like sometimes there'll be like gondolas that go up and above and through the exhibit and like above an exhibit, and it gives people a chance to see multiple animals all in one go. Animals that they otherwise normally would not have seen had they just been on foot. So that is definitely a big plus to that. And also it's a great method of transportation. So if your zoo gets really, really big, and let's say you put down multiple zoo entrances and all that, but you don't want the zoo entrances in the center of your zoo, then you can have a gondola or like a boat ride. Oh, I've also seen boat rides as well. You can do like boat rides and have like, you know, them go through like a swamp, and maybe you have like, I don't know, alligators or something there. So it's just an idea, but that's basically what that's for. What else did I cover everything? Oh, security guards. Okay, so security guards are another interesting one. They can chase people who are pickpocketing. They can kick people out of your zoo. They can catch people who are pickpocketing. And they can eject vandals. So if someone is vandalizing one of your signs in the zoo, they can say, hey, get out right now, and then they're forced to leave. Once they're told to leave by security, they just walk out. Security doesn't walk them out, if that makes sense. In real life, they'd probably walk them out, but in this game, they're just sent away, and the security guard is off to do what they need to do. So it's really interesting to see that, you know, the staff have so many different functionalities and like things that they need. But it's not always that easy or that clear cut, because sometimes you'll have a situation where, for example, like the caretakers, right? I didn't go over the caretakers. Look at all the things the caretakers could do. They can deal with litter, they can transport animals, you can have them basically, I guess, clean the guest viewing dome. I guess that needs to be maintained. I didn't know that. That's a new one. Because the viewing dome just came out with the newer patch with the Oceania pack, and then you have benches. So like if benches need to be, I don't know, cleaned, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen like a dirty bench, so I'm not really sure what this means or what this actually does. But I guess it counts as something they have to attend to. That's interesting. And then you have toilets, so cleaning the toilets. And then you have bins, so like recycling bins, trash bins, stuff like that. So I hope that like answers your question, because there's like a ton of different things that you could be doing with these work zones. But yeah, so let's continue. I have so far the doll sheep, food court, giant panda, Himalayan brown bear, and Japanese macaque habitats all covered when it comes to the work zones. Next, I'm going to cover the snow leopards, I believe. I think they're... Oh, no. The red pandas are next. So I'm going to select the red panda habitat. And I'm going to select the... There should be an animal talk point somewhere around here. Oh, you know what? I think oh, it's back here. Oh, it's too far. I'm going to select it, but then I'm going to move it, actually. I don't really like it being here. I can't really decide where I want this thing, so I'm just gonna move it there. But notice, even though I move it, it should still count as the same work zone, because I just moved it. I didn't like reassign an animal or anything like that. So if I go back to work zones and I go to work zone 6, I'm gonna call it red panda. And if I hit edit work zone, this should still be highlighted, and it is. So we have the animal talk point, and we got this. I think we're set. So now that that is covered, I also want to make sure that I have staff dealing with more than just this. I think I'm going to also assign a couple of these exhibits, because they're so close to each other that it doesn't make sense to not like include it, I guess. And then I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to select this particular ATM. And then I'm going to select, well, actually I should just like group select these buildings. I'm not going to select these though, the water treatment, because it's too far from this side. Same thing with this ATM, it's too far from where I want them to be. And I'm not trying to make them walk all the way across the zoo in order to do their job. Dear Asaho, welcome to the chat. I see you spin. I love that emote. It's fucking genius. I love it. All right. Next, I'm gonna move on to the snow leopards. Now, I didn't even assign the staff yet. That's the crazy part. We're still going. We're still making work zones. And you know what? Even after I make the work zones and assign the staff, I still have work to do, because then I have to go through every single habitat, every single exhibit, and prepare a maintenance schedule. And I'll show you what that looks like in a bit. So I'm going to select this for the animal talk point for the snow leopards. And it looks like we got a nice little area going here. I'm going to select this ATM because it's closest here. I'm going to select all of these buildings. I'm not selecting this, and I'm not selecting this because it's too far. But I am selecting the buildings. And then I'm also going to select, you know what? Maybe I should have included this in this one. I'm gonna deselect this and I'm gonna select these two instead. And then I'm gonna go back to the Red Panda tab and select this. So these three are all going to be part of the same work zone with the red pandas. You just reached the final act of Baldur's Gate. This game is eating up all my time. Send help. I don't know if I can help you, dearest. I mean, I think it's a little late for help. If you're in the final act, it's too late. You're already committed. You gotta keep going. Oh man, imagine. Let me double check, make sure I didn't miss anything in the snow leopard exhibit or habitat. All right, it looks like we're good. Next, I'm going to create a new work zone, and we're gonna be dealing with the, I believe this is the koala exhibit. Let me double check. Yeah, it's the koala exhibit. Habitat. I keep saying exhibit, I hate it. But yeah, let me save my zoo before I regret everything and all of my life choices. And then I'm also going to continue here. And I'm going to open up the zoo tab, go to work zones underneath staff. And then I'm going to click on, sorry, I'm going to rename this work zone to koalas. Well, I didn't put S after any of them, so I guess I'll call it koala. And then I'm gonna hit edit work zone. All right, so for this part, now I need to select the koala habitat. So I'm gonna select this one. I'm also going to select these two, whatchamacallit, these two exhibits. So the golden poison frog exhibit, and then this one doesn't have an animal yet, but once I put an animal here, it'll already be taken care of in that work zone. Hello, Emu, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well today. I'm also going to select this animal talk point right here to make sure that I have it all together and all assigned. This should be assigned to koalas. When I go back and do the more thorough comb through the zoo for maintenance, that's when I'm gonna double check the animal talk points to make sure that the timings and stuff are not like all conflicting or anything weird like that. I'm also going to select this transformer as part of the group, and these two, one water treatment and one water temperature regulator. I'm gonna put them together. The water temperature regulator is really important because this zoo is built in the tundra. So you don't want the water being too cold, because if the water is too cold, the animals aren't going to want to be in there, and it's just not, it's not healthy. Hello, Reichenstein. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good old time. Chilling on this wonderful Wednesday. Because I thought this was going to be more painful, but I'm actually getting through this pretty fast, and I'm pretty happy about it. So let's keep it up before I regret all my life choices yet again. All right, so the next habitat is going to be the jaguars. And I'm just going to do a quick update. We have, for those of you who might be wondering, we got, let's see, our jaguars are chilling, enjoying their time here. This one looks pretty happy. And then we also have Spidey Marv up in here, chilling, having a good old time. You know, fun fact, the thumbnail that Spidey was in is actually my most viewed video on YouTube, so I thought that was kind of funny. So I guess they're a fan favorite. So let's say goodbye to Spidey for now. You know, something on chilling. Yeah, you're banned. Goodbye. Have a great life. Alright, I'm not dealing with that shenanigans, so I'll just clear the chat so you guys don't have to see it. And you know what? I will also refresh. because that is annoying. I'm not even gonna play around anymore. Whenever I see the bullshit like that, I'm just gonna ban them. I'm not even playing around at this point. Oh, here we go. A refresh. All right, so now the chat will be refreshed. Refreshing, isn't it? I'm sure you guys will say something later, so hopefully the chat's not totally busted, but you know, that remains to be seen, of course. What I am gonna do though is I'm gonna make sure I have my work zone. Oh, crap. Sorry, I like hid the chat on myself. Thank you for the hydrate. Avexia Gray, welcome to the chat, by the way. Let me take a quick sip. Oh man, I ran out. Let me drink this instead. Thank you, thank you. I am now hydrated. All right. Next, let's go over the... Oh, I forgot. If I have... Hold on a second. Oh, my chat did close. I was like, what happened to my chat? I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Hammer exists to slam on the nails. I like that, Darius. That's funny. That is hilarious. I love it. But yeah, I'm basically like, at this point, I'm just like, whatever. There was something else I was thinking. I was gonna mention something else, but I forgot. Alright, back to the work zones. I got distracted, I'm sorry. Let me save before I regret everything. Because I will forget to save, and it'll be really bad. Knowing my luck, I'll like crash or something, and I'll be screaming. Alright, back to work zones. Let's go to the... Did I put one down? No, I didn't. Alright, let's... Oh, I did put one down for jaguars. Okay. We're gonna edit the work zone. I'm gonna click on the jaguar habitat. It looks like I do not have an animal talk point for this. That is bad. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna exit. I'm gonna go to facilities. Go to... Oh, okay, I already have it open. But media devices, animal talk point. I'm gonna place this animal talk point here. And I'm going to assign this to the jaguars. Gotta make sure we get that education. Hello, Yobyosh. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well today. Hope you're having a good old time, chilling. But yeah, just continuing working on some work zones. Hello, Dazakran. Also, for those of you who just arrived on Kick, I think also on YouTube this should work. Now, you're getting channel points as you watch and as you chat. And you can also now redeem naming an animal and naming a servant. So, yeah, you can definitely do that. The commands, if you're not sure what the commands are, or if you want to see the whole list of commands, I'm gonna put it down for you in... Wait, hold on. I think there's supposed to be an S. There we go. If you click on that link, it'll show you what commands are available to you on your platform. And I think the same thing on here. Let's see if it works. All right, the chat is slow on the YouTube side, so we'll pretend that that's not an issue. All right. Next, we're going to look at the work zones again. This time, I'm going to include this animal talk point that I just placed. Bam, done. Now, I need to account for the fact that there's no staff rooms selected. I'm not going to assign these because the person who would be maintaining them would have to walk all the way around to get to them, and I don't want staff or maintenance going all the way around. That's kind of a far walk, I guess. Then again, they might have to because their work zone is here, isn't it? This is gonna be a little bit challenging. So, you know what? This is gonna be weird, but I think I'm actually gonna assign them here because it's closer. Oh, there it is. Looks like Botrix decided to wake up today. Welcome, Botrix, to the chat. You're super late. Oh, I don't know. For some reason, it's like the YouTube chat's always like lagging. I don't know why. Alright, so now I've selected all these things. I'm also gonna include this, why not, right? And I think we're good. And you know what? I am gonna include these. I changed my mind. I'm gonna actually include these because... Oh, crap. Because maintenance... I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's not a good idea. Because I'm thinking about pathing. Like, if maintenance goes this way, right? Like, let's say they leave this area and they go this way. The gate is here, so the maintenance person would stand here and fix the gate. Do I want the maintenance person also going all the way around and fixing this? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe because they have to take care of the other areas, like the exhibits here, so maybe that's not a bad idea. So, you know what? I'm gonna assign it anyway, and if there's a problem, I'll just change it later. It's the maintenance guys that I'm worried about, because I don't want them walking around for no reason. But yeah, I think I'm gonna assign them here, because they're closer to here than they are to here. And then these two habitats are gonna be next. So I'm going to... I think this one is the raccoon habitat. So I'm gonna rename this to raccoon. And then I'm going to select things for this work zone. Notice how it's taking forever for the name to update. That's kind of weird. But yeah, so I'm going to select this and this. This solar panel needs also to be taken care of. I don't have an animal talk point here yet, so that's a problem. Oh wait, no, I think I have one in here, don't I? Okay. Alright, it looks like I failed to place one in the habitat, so I have an idea. What I'm gonna do for the, there's raccoons in here, right? Oh, yeah. Aww. So cute. Just chilling. That's adorable. I'm gonna make this path here. And I'm going to push the path all the way over here. Now, you're probably wondering... why, right? Like, why am I going to move this all the way over here? Well, you see, I don't want these things to... Well, actually, let me move this over a little bit. Well, actually, no. It's probably better I put it... Oh my god. It's like sticking sideways. Okay, that was not intentional. I'm gonna move this here. I'm gonna take this and move this as well. And I'm gonna move this one over here. All right, so the reason... Actually, I'm gonna move this over. I don't like where this is. I'm gonna move this here. The reason why I'm putting an area here, which is a little bit out of the way, is because I want to put an animal talk point here. I don't like to have the animal talk point inside the exhibit be on the main path, because if you place it on the main path, then you'll have a big crowd that's basically bottlenecking the entire habitat. I'll show an example of how I fix this over here with the Japanese macaque exhibit. So for these wonderful animals, I have this little pathway here that I made where I put the animal talk point here at the end. So it also kind of plays in. You notice that there's not a lot of people walking this way to see the animals. I mean, they can, but they're going to mostly stay on the path for the most part. So I'm not too worried about it. So I'm going to do something similar for the raccoons. Or at least that's what the plan is. Hopefully I don't mess it up, but we'll see. I'm going to put down another animal talk point right over here. Oh, it doesn't like that placement. And you know what? I might have to terraform a little bit here. Let me do a little bit of sculpting. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, how about... Also a mistake. Alright, let's try pushing a little bit. Okay, that didn't do what I wanted either. I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. If the guest can't navigate, like, that'll be actually really tragic. But let me see. Actually, let me check the heat map. Habitat, traversable area. Predicted area visibility. So, I'm gonna click on... Where's the animals? Or is it this one? Hold on. I want to see what the guest can see. Is it already... Where are the animals? Oh, select habitat to show visit. Oh, right. That I know what the issue is. It shares a wall with the other one. That's why it's confusing. Alright, so it looks like this is the visibility area for the guests, that they'll be standing around this, which is fine. And it looks like this is not going to be fine if a guest actually stands over here. So I have to be kind of careful. So I'm going to move this, actually. I'm going to place this here for now. And I'm also going to delete this path. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to deselect that. Oh, whoops. There we go. I'm just going to delete the path here. And I'm going to change the shape of the ground first and then place the walkway. Alright, I flattened it down a little bit, but it's still not where I want it. So I'm going to flatten the surface. Alright, so unfortunately I lost a little bit of definition here, making this flat. I don't know if the word is definition that I want to use there, but I used it anyway. Yeah, so next, let's get this habitat pathway going. I want to make sure that I'm not messing around with the traversable area for the animals as well. So there's that is something else I have to keep in mind. I'm gonna make a little bit of a kind of like a donut, I guess. There we go. So I got a nice little circle going, and now I'm gonna put this tree right in the center, so it's gonna look really cool. I think the guests are gonna enjoy that. And I'm also going to take this heater and move it over here, because I want the guests not to be cold in this area. And also it's good that I'm placing it because then the snow is going to disappear on this edge, so it's kind of a win-win. Let me make sure that I assigned raccoons to this. No, I did not. See, this is why I double check everything. Alright, I assigned the raccoons. The scenery is not that great. We can worry about that some other time, but I am going to add some more educational posters or stands here. Oh my god. My foundation brain turned on again and I pressed control instead of Z. That was kind of embarrassing. I swear I know what I'm doing. Not really. Oh god, I don't like that being there. Hold up. Oh, and we got it. And now I'm gonna put one more down here. And I think that should be enough education. I think that'll be just fine. And I'm also going to add a speaker. I'm gonna duplicate this and I'm gonna put a speaker here. And one here. And one here. And I think the guests will be fine with this. I don't think the overlap is too bad, but let me make sure that it's not... Well, let me make sure it's not just copium and it's actually not that bad. Alright, looks like we're good. Looks like we have everything sorted out. I'm gonna take another sip of my drink. My throat is starting to act up. I've been fighting a cold, guys. Like, I'm not sick, but I'm like fighting getting sick. Does that make sense? Alright. Next, I'm going to work on the... what's it called? The Colombian white-faced capuchin monkeys. So I'm going to take care of this exhibit. All right. Oh my god, I keep saying exhibit. Whenever I say exhibit, I think you guys know I mean habitat, but I just don't want to get it wrong because I know there's going to be someone who's like, oh my god, why she keep saying exhibit? Does she know it's a habitat? How long she been playing this game? What's wrong with her? And I'm just going to be like, you right. I can't even get mad because I'm the one messing up. Quick question, you have monkeys only or you have gorillas? I do not have gorillas at this exhibit. Oh my god. I don't have gorillas at this zoo yet, but I do plan on adding. I would like to add some orangutans though. I don't know about gorillas. I have to see, like, I'm pretty sure gorillas can climb, right? Like I'm pretty sure they're kind of big though, so I'm not sure. I have to look into it. But these are the only, well, the Japanese macaques and the Colombian white-faced capuchin monkeys are the only ones I have so far. Oh, you want to name a monkey? Okay. Okay. All right, which one would you like to name, Gerton? Which animal would you like to name? Female one, anyone, just call her Macarena. Oh yeah, I love this. Okay, I already had one selected. All right, let's see what the youngest female is, because I want to make sure your pick lives for quite some time. Let me go to the animal tab, and I'm gonna go to the habitat. There we go. We're gonna go with maturity. All right, okay, so Valeria is going to be that monkey. So we're gonna name her Macarena. Hell yeah. That's so cute. I love it. Oh, let's see what she's doing. Oh, she's climbing on her. Oh, she's climbing all over this place. Damn. She's jumping all over. That is adorable. You picked a good one, Gerton. She's living her best life. She's just jumping all around. Let's see, I can't even see her. Oh, wow. She jumped out of bounds and got relocated to the front of the habitat. That's hilarious. I love it. All right, so now we got that. Let's go to the, oh yeah, so now we're gonna work on this work zone. I'm going to go back to the work zone tab. Oh, sorry, the staff tab, then work zones. I'm gonna scroll down, make sure that I don't have one already. Okay, I don't. So I'm gonna hit new work zone. And I'm gonna type in the name of the animal. Colombian white capuchin monkey. Monkey. Yes. They're so cute. I had to have them. They're actually really loud though. I didn't expect them to be like screaming out of the box, but they kind of are. Very interesting animals. I never had them in any of my zoos before, so it's kind of a learning experience. Oh, and this reminds me, I almost forgot. For the raccoon habitat, I need to add the animal talk point. I forgot to add that in. So now that that's added, I'm gonna go back to the work zone with the monkey. I'm gonna select this habitat. I don't know what's happening with my mouse, guys, but for some reason, like I'll click like to select and nothing happens, and I don't think it's the game, so that's not good. Actually, I'm gonna straighten out my map a little bit, zoom out. All right, so now this is all selected. Awesome. I'm going to switch back to the raccoon habitat. I want to make sure I selected the buildings. Did I select it? Okay, now they're selected. They were not selected before, and that was bad. So I needed to make sure they were. And now I'm gonna go back to the monkey. Okay, it looks like they're covered. Now I'm gonna open up another work zone just for these guys, because the 2 bat exhibits, they populate so fast and they multiply so fast that I believe they should have their own work zone, at least in my opinion. Let me make sure there's no like, I don't see any animal talk points in here. Let me type in, okay, we already have the educational tab open. All right, so I need to place a couple of animal talk points. You can actually place animal talk points inside exhibits. Well, inside walkthrough exhibits. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna go to the facilities tab, go to media devices education, open up animal talk point again. And then I'm going to place, I think I'm gonna place it like maybe right at the edge here. And then I'm gonna select the animal. This is the Egyptian fruit bat habitat. Egyptian fruit bat is too large for educators to handle. So they're not going to be able to hold them or anything, but I think this can work. I think the person still comes by, but I'm not sure if, like, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm also going to place another animal talk point. Oh, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. And that was, let me take a quick look. Uchiha Wolf. Welcome to the stream. I hope you are doing well today. Yeah, I'm playing some Planet Zoo. Let's see if we got, let's see, we got the animal talk point. I'm gonna place another one in here. I'm gonna put this one at the edge as well. This is a totally different type of bat. These are the spectacled flying foxes. This came with the new DLC for the Oceania pack. And honestly, I thought the Tasmanian Devils would be my favorite of the group, but spectacled flying foxes are like a close second. Like I just absolutely love them. They're so cool. I like how big they are. Like they open up their wings and it's just like, holy shit. Like it's amazing what these animals are able to do. It's, I mean, incredible. But yeah, I like, if you guys notice, I actually added like for the category, I added like educational as well. Like this is an 18+ stream, but I decided to put educational just because like I just learned so much about the animals while playing the game. So I figured, you know, if I'm looking through stats and stuff, I want to at least talk about it. If I get to that point. I mean, we still have like another hour, so I don't think I'm going to be messing around with that just yet. But I am gonna put in a new work zone. So I'm gonna open up the work zones, make sure I don't have anything that's not labeled. Okay, good. I'm gonna hit new work zone. I'm gonna select this this exhibit. Oh my god, now I'm doing the opposite issue. I'm gonna name this All Bats. Just so that I know that, okay, it encompasses both types or both species of bats. And I'm also going to include these 2 exhibits right over here because these are very close to the rest of them, and these are already covered by other zones, so I think this is going to be fine. What I will do though is I'm going to make a pathway to bring this closer to the staff area. So I'm going to select everything here, including this. I am not going to select this because this is already covered and I don't want maintenance walking all the way down and back up. So I'm going to, I thought I named this already. I did. Why is it not, why does it still say work zone 12? What the hell? Yeah, it's here. It says all bats. Okay. Weird. Very odd. We'll just leave that alone, I guess. I do want to add some animal talk points for these exhibits though. So for example, this one here, like the snail exhibit, I think I kind of want to add one there. So I'm gonna put down a animal talk point right over here where someone can just talk about the snails, the giant tiger land snail. And educators can handle the snail. So I'm really curious to see if the educator is actually going to have it in their hand. I haven't experimented that much with this, so I'm really curious to see how this ends up. I'm also gonna place another one over here because I want to be able to have another one for these. I believe these are, I forgot. Oh, they're Eastern brown snake. I don't know why I thought Western brown snake. They're Eastern brown snakes. So I'm gonna assign the Eastern brown snake to this particular animal talk point. And we're good. Eastern brown snake is too dangerous for educators to handle. Yikes. Interesting. We're gonna place a couple of other ones here. So I'm gonna place one right over here. And one right over there. And I'm gonna assign this to the, I think these are the frogs. Yeah, okay. So we got the Lehman's poison frog. Educators can handle the Lehman's. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you shitting me right now? The Eastern brown snakes are too dangerous for educators to handle, but the educators can handle the Lehman's poison frog. It's literally in the name. Wow. Damn. Okay. I see how it is. I'm going to assign the green iguanas to this one because we got some green iguanas chilling. Educators cannot handle green iguana. It doesn't tell me why, but if I had to guess, I'd say they're just too big. I think. Yeah, look how big these guys are. They look like mini dinosaurs. Like, that is huge. And what are you looking at? What are they looking at? They're looking at... Oh! They're probably looking at the frog like, huh, I wonder what that tastes like. We got a little mini frog right here. It's adorable, but... Yes, let's moving on. We also have the... What other animals we got in here? We have the... golden poison frog. Okay, let's see if it's too hard, too dangerous. The name poison is in this animal's name as well, the word poison, so watch educators be able to handle it. Poison frog is too dangerous for educators to handle. Wow. So you're telling me... You know what it probably is? It's probably the toxicity of the poison. Like, just how, like, I don't know if it's... Well... I don't know if they're just, like, secreting poison. I guess it is poison and not venom, because venom is, like, injected. Like, technically poison and venom are, like, the same thing. The difference is that venom is injected, whereas, like, poison is just, like, eaten or absorbed. It's not, like, forcibly put into you. The fact that the golden poison frog is too dangerous, that... to me is very alarming. Imagine this cute little frog and someone just like sees it and they're like, oh, look at this cute little frog, it's adorable, touches it and dies. That would be really bad. It's probably best if they don't touch it. We'll leave that alone. Oh, what's going on here? Social health. What's bad with the social? Group size too large. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with that. I will be messing around with these settings soon enough, and they're not gonna have any more of these issues. But that's gonna be in the next phase. So right now we're just... I have to go back and make sure that I put enough educational stuff. So I'm gonna put this little educational stand here. Little animal talk point, and these are for, I believe these are the boa. No, these are not boas. Oh yeah, it is the boas. The boa constrictors, and for those of you who don't remember from last time, we have Fettuccine and Shuri. Looks like Shuri is expecting offspring. That's kind of interesting. Those were also named by fans. Educators cannot handle boa constrictor. You know, I'm not surprised because they're huge. Like, imagine you're just gonna hold a massive snake and be like, yes, I'm holding this by... Like, this is like a two-person job, really. I mean, it's not that a single person can't hold it, it's just... It's kind of extra. I don't know. I can kind of understand. They're very large animals, and you don't want accidents happening, so... I don't know, I've seen some pretty calm boas, though. It really depends on, like, how they're, like, kept, because sometimes, like, I don't know, certain breeds of snakes, I wouldn't say boas so much, but like certain types of snakes are like very spicy out of the egg, if you know what I mean. Like they come out snapping and hissing and all that. But with regular handling, they just calm down and it's like whatever. So you definitely want to you know, keep that in mind. So I think the boa constrictor, we're just gonna be fine here. And okay, we got an animal talk point for here. We have one for there and here. Okay, I already took care of the green iguanas. Oh, we need one for this one. So I'm gonna put another talk point right here. And I have to make sure to add these talk points to the zones. We have... Okay, what kind of animal is this? Lesser Antillean iguana. Okay, welfare. It looks like social group is too large. Again, I'm going to handle that in one fell swoop in a second, so we're not going to have to worry about that. All right. And now that that's covered, I'm also going to put down one for the... let's see what's in here. Oh, the red-eyed tree frog, I believe these are... Oh, yeah, I was right. It says the name right there, but I said it and then read it, so... I gotta make sure that I label the... I don't like to not label habitats and exhibits because when I'm looking through a list and trying to choose certain things, I want to know like where people are at or where animals are located and things like that, so... Because if there's like a mix-up, I want to make sure it's done right and it's easily fixable. Not that I've really had that issue, but I'm pretty dumb, so I might make that mistake. I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm going to assign the red-eyed tree frog. Looks like the educators can handle the tree frog, so that's cool. All right, so it looks like we have all of our animal talks. I think I should go back and probably label the animal talks to the animal, but I just don't feel like doing it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So instead, I'm going to, well, we just did all the exhibits, so I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to click on this exhibit, and I'm going to look at what work zone they're a part of. These are part of the Red Panda work zone, so I'm going to edit, and then I'm going to, since I see what other habitats are part of this work zone, or exhibits, I'm just going to select all three of these, because they're part of this. And then I'm going to exit. If I click on this green iguana, I can go to the maintenance tab, click on the snow leopard work zone, hit edit. It zooms me out, unfortunately, but I mean, there's only so much I could do. I'm gonna click these two, and now that is selected. And then for this one, I'm gonna go to maintenance tab, koalas, they're part of the koala work zone. I'm going to select this. And this is how it's important to get all your work zones filled out before you even start assigning staff and stuff, because it just gets out of hand if you don't take your time and make sure it's done right. So we have the all bats, and it also includes these habitat thingies. So I'm gonna go with these two animal talk points. So there's a total of 4 animal talk points here. So when I assign the animal talk points and stuff, I'm probably gonna want to have at least 3 educators in the area just to do the job. That being said, I'm going to create another path that's going to lead directly toward this direction. But before I do that, I don't really want people walking this way, so I'm going to create a staff path instead. And the nice thing about the staff paths is that if you have a tour guide, they can actually bring your guests through the staff path. So that's kind of cool. A lot of people don't know that, but that's actually a cool little pro tip, as one might say. And done. Oh, and I'm gonna... I kind of wanted to just get this little section, but it's not gonna let me, so I'll just leave it alone. And it looks like we got some snowy area here, so that that's interesting. Looks like the temperature in this area is super low, so I guess the staff will have to be making some footprints. Or some snow prints, as some people might call them. All right, so the next part here. Let's see. We have. You know, I'm gonna pause. Whoops, hit the wrong button. I'm gonna pause, and then I'm going to go through every single habitat and make sure I set up a maintenance schedule. And then I'm going to also assign staff. So we're gonna do this in order. I'm gonna start at the, actually I started off at the Dall sheep. So let's start there. I'm gonna click on the Dall sheep habitat. All right. Now we're gonna click on the maintenance tab. And in the maintenance tab, I have a few different options. I'm gonna scroll down. We see that it's part of a work zone, so that's good. And I'm gonna set a mechanic to visit every month because of how many animals are in here. The vet will visit also every month because of how many animals are in here. And the keeper will visit every month as well because of how many animals are in here. Habitats that are large like this, that have a lot of animals, you want to be on top of it because the barriers break down really fast. So I don't want to put myself at risk at, you know, having an escapee, as some people might call it. So this is all covered. Now I'm going to assign staff. So for this work zone, let's get some staff members. I'm going to assign this person to the Dall sheep. So that's, I'm gonna assign 2 vets to the Dall sheep actually. I'm probably overkilling. If I find that a habitat has like a low workload for someone, I might just fire the staff or start laying off a little bit of the staff just to make sure it's balanced. But I might not as well because I know I'm gonna end up hiring or rehiring them at some point, probably for new animals. Like I know I said before I wanted to add like orangutans and a bunch of other types of animals. So I think next stream, assuming I finish everything, all the maintenance stuff this stream with the staff, management, and work zones, next stream I think I'm going to be adding new animals again. So that's when I'm going to need that staff. So I might just leave them out and have no work zone and just let them free roam and just do whatever is needed. But the problem with the free roaming is that it does mess up some of the staff and what they're doing. So like, for example, if you have like a free roaming educator or something, and you have like a free roam educator who happens to be there before the other educator, then they might steal their thunder, which is kind of a problem. So you just got to be careful about that. All right, so let's go to the next area. We have, let's see. Oh, right, we have enough vets for the Dall sheep. Now for the keepers, I'm gonna assign 4 keepers for the Dall sheep because there's so many animals. I'm sure the food's gonna go quickly. So I'm gonna assign 4 keepers and I'm gonna assign 1 educator. And then I'm also going to assign 2 mechanics for this work zone. And then I'm also going to assign, I think 1 security guard is enough for the Dall sheep. There's nothing really that crazy going on there. So, you know, hopefully there's no vandalism, but I think the security guards can handle it. I'm going to assign 2 caretakers just because they can also transport animals and I only have 2 vets. So if anything happens where a bunch of animals need to be quarantined or something like that, I want to have this staff on hand to be able to handle it as fast as possible. So yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do with that. I'm gonna put down 2 of these guys for Dall sheep. I hope all of this is making sense, guys. I know I'm going kind of fast, but I don't know. I don't want to bore you guys, but at the same time, I find this very tedious. And I know that like if I don't explain everything, it's gonna be confusing as all hell. So I'm not trying to mislead you guys, you know. I hope that makes sense at least. All right, so now that that is done for the Dall sheep, let's take a look at another habitat. So we're gonna go counterclockwise again. Well, oh wait, before the habitat. So before the habitat, I'm actually going to set up a few things here. I'm going to put up some security cameras. Well, let me finish up this habitat first. I'm going to put a security camera. Actually, you know what? I don't think I need a security camera. Hello, Akron the Devourer. Welcome to the chat. Also, Spidey, thank you for the drink. I appreciate it. I will do a quick hydrate. Ah, water. Delicious. Thank you. All right. So, what was I saying? Oh, right. So I could put up some security cameras. Now, I think I'm not really too keen on putting them around the habitats, but it could be very helpful in catching people who are like committing vandalism and pickpocketing and stuff like that. So it might be a good idea to put one around the animal talk point, because when people are standing around in like a crowd and they're just like looking at something, they're more likely to be pickpocketed in that moment. So I think I'm gonna put a security camera around here. Blood moon. All right, let's do it. Oh, there we go. Ta-da! Thank you for the blood moon. All right. Let me set a quick timer. There we go. All right, so we got blood moon. What else we got here? We got... Oh, nice outfit. Yeah, that's what blood moon does. It changes my outfit to red. That's all it does. It's pretty cool though. I do like this color. Red's my favorite color. Red and black are both my favorite colors, actually. Oh my god, I just realized I just have like a random... Hold on. Oh my god, why is this... That was so weird. It was like on top of the animal. That was weird. Okay. No one saw that. I'm gonna go to facilities, and then I'm gonna go to staff facilities. Oh wait, no, that's not it. I'm gonna go to bins, benches, and security, my bad. And then in that tab, I'm gonna click on the security tab, and we're gonna put up some security cameras. So let's put one right... Well, let's see if I put one here, what I can see. So if I click on it, I can enter camera view. And we can see exactly what we can see here. That's not a lot I can see from there, so I don't think that's a good placement. So I'm just gonna undo, and instead I'm gonna put one of the standing ones. I'm gonna put a standing one right over here. I'm gonna rotate it. And I think that's fine. Actually, let me move it slightly. There we go. I'm gonna enter camera view. Let's take a look. We have the animal talk point, we can see stuff, so it should be easier for pickpockets to be caught around this area. I could place more of these, but you know, this is something I'm gonna do as I go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on the habitat for the Dall sheep. I'm gonna go to the maintenance tab and edit the Dall sheep work zone to include... Oh, it looks like I don't have to include it. All right, I guess they're automatic. Good to know. Hold on, my headphones are doing a thing. Ugh, sorry. My headphones are like acting up for some reason. And when I say acting up, I mean like they were like sliding off my head. Alright, so now I'm going to put down some more security cameras, actually. I'm gonna put a few here. So there's gonna be one here. And it's gonna be one here for these three. And I'm gonna put one right over here. You are named after a Mexican dog. Yes, yes I am. And hello, Coco Crusader. Welcome to the chat. I am named after the Mexican hairless dog. Cholo eats queenly. Thanks for asking. But yes, I am. I also have Coco, not Coco. Oh my god. Coco. Oh, it's Coca. Coca Crusader. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I just realized, look, I can't read very well. I'm so sorry. My reading comprehension skills are terrible. I do apologize for the mix-up. I guess it's a similar idea, but not the same. This game looks like Sims. Yeah, it kind of does, like a little bit. It has more of a cartoony look to it, though, I think. I'm gonna put another security camera here. Another security camera here. I feel like I'm creating a surveillance state. maybe I need to cool it on the cameras. I'm starting to get paranoid with all these cameras. Oh, a good place to put cameras also is near ATMs, so I should probably place them over here. I'm creating England. It is like Zoo Tycoon. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because the same people who made the Zoo Tycoon games actually made Planet Zoo. So yeah, it's actually made by the same people. They just kind of went off and did their own thing. So that's cool. They also made another game called shout out Zoo Tycoon. I played Zoo Tycoon 2. I never played the first one. I played 2 on both PC and what was the other one? Oh, and on DS. Because I had a DS Lite at the time. And the PC version was way better, but it was still fun. And what's funny is the way I actually ended up playing that game is I got the disc through a cereal box. There was like a promotional thing for Zoo Tycoon 2, and they had like a cereal box. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I really... Oh, 5 minutes is up. I'm gonna switch back to normal outfit. There we go. I seem nice? Ha! Yes! I fooled another one into thinking I am kind. Lovely. I'm just kidding. I do have a little bit of an evil laugh, but I'm nice most of the time, okay? Most of the time, not all the time. Just enough to... I'm glad you like the emote. I am nice and kind. Is this zoo gonna be dystopian with all these cameras? Gee, I freaking hope not. I'm just trying to help out the security because I don't want to hire that much security. And the cameras help them out, so... Actually, let's see how much of a security state I've created. Oh, wow. Lovely. Okay, this is just the only areas, really. And we have, like, a security guard here. Here we have the be quiet signs, or shut the fuck up signs, as I like to call them. So yeah, there's that. And, yeah. Thanks for following Coca Crusader. I appreciate it. No, not all those cameras are for people. Like, oh? Well, actually, now that you mention it, there is a way I can get cameras on animals. So, okay, I'm getting way ahead of myself. So let me finish the task at hand first, and then next time I can probably show you guys how the habitat cameras work, because those are pretty neat. Yeah, so what's something else I wanted to... you know what? I think I'm happy with this. So now that we're in this work zone, I already took care of this, blah, blah, blah. All right, good. All right, so next... Oh, wait, no, I forgot to assign staff. Yeah, I should probably assign someone to work these areas. So I'm going to take care of that now. I'm going to go to the vendors, right? And I'm going to choose the food court work zone for all of these guys. Oh, whoops. So every single person is going to have a food court work zone assignment, because I don't have any other places right now for them to work. I don't have any information desks or anything like that, which I probably should, but I'm not feeling it. So food court. I think I missed one. Oh, here we go. Food court. And food court. Food court. Food court. I think all of the workers should, in theory, stay where they're at. I'm hoping that it doesn't cause a weird conflict, so I'm gonna put food court, right? Now, I need more than just vendors at the food court. Now, notice this person has a high workload. This person is over at oh, this restaurant. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. There's not much I can do for this person, so I'm just gonna leave them be. But at least other people can deal with the workload, which is nice. And I'm also gonna go to security guards, and I'm gonna move maybe 3 security guards in the food court, considering that's where things are usually stolen the most. And I think that I'm fine with these. For the mechanics, I'm just going to hire maybe like, I kind of want to just put 1 mechanic. So you know what, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put 1 mechanic in the oh no, because of the you know what, I'm gonna put 2 because of the ATMs. I think that's fair. Oh, it looks like I don't have enough mechanics for the whole zoo. That's a problem. I'm not gonna need any educators in this work zone. No keepers either, because there's no animals, and no vets. So the only people I need are security guards, vendors, and caretakers. I didn't assign any caretakers though, so I'm going to assign 3 to the food court, because the food court has most likely gonna have all the trash and all that. So, you know, between the bathroom stalls, the trash, and everything, I want them to be able to handle it. All right, so I'm gonna hit play, and we're gonna see where this person is. Person is still chilling. Okay, let's see what their workload actually looks like. Time spent on duty, 98%. That's pretty good. So I think I'll leave them alone for now. They might be a little upset and not happy with their jobs, but I really, at this point, I don't really care. As long as they're doing what I need them to do, I think it's fine. A whopping, yeah, I know, that shit. I mean, I almost feel bad that, like, I didn't make them employee of the month. To be honest with you. That person is not human. They're probably like an apparition of some kind. I'm just gonna say that. All right, so next we're gonna go to the Himalayan brown bear. I'm gonna go to the maintenance tab, and I'm going to look through and see what needs to be done. So we have, let's see, we have it in the work zone. Let me make sure the work zone includes this. Yes, it does. Okay, good. And now I'm going to set the maintenance schedule. So because there's only 3 animals maximum in this habitat, I think that like a mechanic visiting every 6 months is okay. A vet every 6 months is okay, and I think a keeper every 3 months is fine. There's not that many animals in there. I think we're gonna be just fine. Even Amazon can't make their workers work that hard. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't know how I did it, you know, maybe they should call me and ask me to handle the freaking the workload and stuff. Imagine. That would just be insanity. But yeah, there's that. I'm also going to, okay, now that I selected this and got that all under control, I'm going to select, or I'm going to assign people to this work zone. So I'm gonna go to the Himalayan brown bear work zone. Oh, sorry, I opened the wrong tab. I need to go to zoo, staff, and then I'm going to look at how many vets I need to assign. So I'm going to order them based on work zone so that people without a work zone are prioritized on the list. Do workers have unions? Not in this game, but that would be nice. I wouldn't be against that. If I'm telling you, if they all said, hey, we're gonna start a union, I'd be like, all right, I'm sorry I failed you. I'm sorry I failed you so much you felt the need to create one. But, you know, If anything, like, I don't know, like if I owned like a business, right, where I had like employees and the employees were like, hey, we're gonna start a union, I think what I would do is say, you know what, let's not do that. Instead, let's just turn it into a worker co-op and call it a day. Because obviously I can't run it to people's satisfaction. I mean, why go the union step when you can just skip right through that and go straight to the worker co-op? Just saying. Go find a new job. Oh my god. No, actually, I can't even be mean. You know, I really like, you know, a lot of people rag on unions because they're like, oh my god, you know, this or that, whatever. But actually, let's just say I know someone very close to me that is in one, and throughout the the plague, it was very helpful to be part of a union. So I'm just gonna word it like that, if that makes sense. Let's go straight to the, you are all fired. Hell, at that point, I'm just firing myself. You know, I'll just be like, you know what, let's just do a co-op. I'm just gonna fire myself. I'm gonna rehire myself, and I'll just work alongside you, whatever. I'm not, like, I know, like, when I play, like, these games, a lot of these, like, strategy / like, management simulators, I tend to be all, like, power trippy and stuff, but, like, in real life, I'm not like that. I guess, like, for me, I get to live the fantasy of being an evil boss, whereas, like, in real life, I'm just chill, so. It's been nice knowing you people. I'll go find a new job. Oh my god, no, that would be messed up. I don't think I could sleep at night if I did that, honestly. Just file for bankruptcy so you don't need to even pay them. Oh my god. God, that'd be messed up. Yikes. You know, if I'm running it that poorly, it probably is on the edge of bankruptcy. Let the next batch of drones come. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I like, for me, like, it's at this point I'm just like, you know what? Skip the union step, go straight to co-op. Let's go straight to co-op. Fuck it. You know? Why deal with all this bullshit when you can just have an actual, like, stake in the company and actually, you know, share the profits? Like, wouldn't that make sense? Instead of this back and forth tug of war? Like, I don't know. Not everyone knows what that is either, so I'm not gonna go into that. That's not what this stream is about, but that is what I would do, if anyone was wondering. Okay, so what animal are we working on? Hold on. Himalayan brown bear, okay. So I'm gonna click on, let's see, work zones. Oh wait, sorry, staff. There we go. And I'm going to assign one vet for the brown bears. I don't think I need more than one vet. There's only 3 animals in there. Maximum. For the keepers, I think one keeper might be enough. Honestly. I mean, you only have 3 animals in there. So I think I'm gonna assign one keeper. I'm going to assign one educator. And I'm going to assign one mechanic. Alright, so it looks like I'm gonna have to hire a bunch of mechanics. That's interesting. I'm gonna hire one security guard. And I'm gonna hire one caretaker. And we don't need any vendors. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna place a bunch of security guard. Sorry, not security. Oh wait, did I say security or? No, it's maintenance I need. I'm gonna place a bunch of mechanics on the thing here. I'm just gonna hire a ton of them because I'm gonna need way more than I currently have. I didn't realize just how, like, insufficient the number of them I had actually was until I was starting to do these work zones. Okay, let the next hold on. Okay, let the next batch of drone. Okay, I just read that. Yeah, let them have their property as collateral for the company loans. I mean, it depends, you know? It depends. God. You know, the sad part is a lot of times people don't even own property. Like, so it's like, what do you even do at that point? I am going to, what was it that oh, Okay, we got the brown bears figured out. Let's work on the Japanese macaque exhibit or habitat. All right, we got like about 20 minutes. There is no worker abuse in Ba Sing Se. Oh my god, I've seen that meme. I've seen that meme and that shit's hilarious. I can't. It's like, there's no worker abuse in Ba Sing Se. I think that's how she says it. I don't quite remember. It's been a long time since I watched Avatar. I have no idea. Alright, so let's look at the maintenance tab. We got mechanic every month because there's gonna be a lot of these monkeys jumping around. Every month for the vet and every month for the keeper. Then for the actual do I have a... I do have a talk point. Let me double check, make sure that talk point is connected. Yes, it is. Okay, so now I'm going to choose staff, prioritize no work zone again, and let's see what we need. So I'm gonna go through the vets. We're gonna assign 2 veterinarians for the Japanese macaque habitat. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably not, but I'm working on it. I gotta look it up. I know I say that like every time, but I really should look up how to pronounce that correctly. United we stand, but only you workers be together if it falls. Oh my god. There is no war in Ba Sing Se is the actual meme. Yeah, I know, but I've actually seen another meme where it was like no worker abuse in Ba Sing Se. This was actually I think this was around the time that like the strike started, like for I want to say like the coal miners in like West Virginia. I think they were on strike for a while, and I think that's when I started seeing that meme like circulate. It was kind of funny. It's funny, but it's sad at the same time. All right, so I assigned the vets. Now let's assign the keepers. I'm going to assign 4 different keepers to this habitat. They might have a light workload at first, but I think it'll be appropriate once they start repopulating the habitat. So I'm gonna hire 4 of them. All right, next I'm gonna go to educators. I'm just gonna hire 1. I don't need more than 1 educator for this, I don't think. And then I'm going to go to the mechanics. I'm going to hire 2 mechanics to keep up with all of the stuff. Because I feel like they need to have a decent workload, but there's going to be a lot of animals, so probably a good idea to keep that barrier under control, or at least well maintained. And then security guards, I'm going to hire... I'm going to hire 1, but I might switch it to 2 later, depending. Caretakers, I'm just going to hire 2 caretakers for this habitat. And we don't need any vendors, and it's done. All right, so I just double checking the maintenance tab every month. We're good and set. Next, we're gonna go for this giant panda habitat. They're all chilling. Oh, this poor baby. Oh, they're so old. What are you at? Oh, they have a little bit ways to go. Okay, they're okay. All right, so next I'm going to add, well, for this habitat, and by the way, I fucking love this bubble so much. I love that there's like a platform here for kids to stand on so they can see. Like, that is so like, I just love it. It's so cool. I've never been to a zoo that actually had one though. It would be nice if I could see that in real life, but oh well. Go to maintenance. We have a good number of pandas. I'm gonna put it every 3 months for a mechanic and every 3 months for a vet, and actually no, mechanic I'm gonna put every month. The vet every 3 months, and the keeper every month. Because pandas like to eat. They do all the nom-noms. And so I'm going to account for that. I'm going to staff. Let's assign 1 vet. So I'm gonna assign by work zone. Let's do 1 vet giant panda. That should be implemented in every zoo. Yeah, it'd be nice. The only thing is it takes a little bit of time to build the tunnel and all that, like the underground tunnel. I'm sure that's really expensive, if I had to guess. But that would be nice. Let's get a couple of vets in here for the pandas. Just to be safe. You know, they're kind of endangered, so extra care shouldn't hurt. And I think I'm gonna assign 3. Let's see, 3 zookeepers I think is enough. I don't think we need 4. So I'm just going to go with my gut feeling. I know I'm overstaffing, but I'd rather overstaff and like weed them out than like understaff and, you know, have a problem. Educators, I'm going to the only one who should be educating this is number 1 Fan. Okay, they're already assigned. And I'm going to also see, mechanics are get 1 for the giant pandas. I don't think the giant panda habitats includes any of the exhibits, but let me double check just to... Oh, no, it's too far. There's no way. Okay. And then, who else do I need? Did I already... Yes, I did. Okay. We're good with the mechanics. Security guards, I'm just going to hire 1. And it looks like I need more security as well. And for caretakers, I'm gonna hire 2. Oh, okay. So I don't have enough staff in general. Let's hire. You have a job. You have a job. You have a job. You have a job. You all have a job. Actually, I'm gonna hire a couple more because I feel like I need more than that. There we go. I'm going to also add some keepers because I feel like I don't have enough keepers either. And then I'm gonna add some security. Security! I just don't have enough. I need way more. Okay. Alright. We are now well secured. Let's see. We have... Let me double check. Did I assign any to the giant pandas yet? No, I did not. So I'm gonna assign 2 caretakers to the giant panda habitat. And let's add... Did I assign a security? Security! No, I did not. So I'm gonna assign 1 security guard to the giant panda habitat. Why do I feel like something's missing? Oh well. I'll worry about that some other time. Did I do the caretakers? Yes, I did. Okay, and we don't need any vendors. Let me make sure the educators are counted. Oh yeah, we do have... Okay. We're good, we're good. Alright, next we're going to go to the red panda habitat. We're almost done. I only have like about another 10 minutes, but I'm almost done here. I think we're gonna make it. The thing I don't think I'm gonna have time to do is set up tours. That might have to wait until next time, but I kind of want to add more animals. So I don't know, I might add more animals then set up tours, but we'll see. Alright, let's check the maintenance of this. Oh, by the way, while I'm checking these habitats, I'm also making sure I have grade 3 food quality. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, it really is a race against the clock for me. I'm not even kidding. So I'm gonna call this Red Panda Habitat. I don't know why it's not labeled, but it is now. I think every year for mechanic might be okay. I don't know. Maybe every 9 months. I don't like the every year thing. Or, you know what? Let's do every 6 months, because there's only gonna be 2 in here at a time. I think a vet every, like, 6 months is fine, and a keeper every 3 months is okay, too, because there's only gonna be, like, 2 pandas. Maybe 3 maximum in there. Well, the red pandas, I mean. Alright, let's assign staff. We're gonna go back to the top, to the vets. I'm gonna assign 1 vet to the red pandas. Oh, also, the red panda habitat also includes a couple of exhibits, I believe, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. And I'm gonna actually hire not one, but two keepers. Yeah, two zookeepers for this particular work zone, just to account for that. I think one vet is still enough, though. Educators, I'm going to hire 3, I believe. Let's get 3 of them. And I'm also gonna hire 2 mechanics. Just in case. And let's go with 2 security guards. Okay. And let's also add, I think 2 caretakers is enough too. So I'm gonna put 2 caretakers down. Panda, and now we're also going to have, I don't think any vendors are necessary, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. Cool. Next I'm going to go to the bats and make sure I mess around with these spectacled flying foxes. Okay, so that, oh, I almost forgot about this. Okay, this is gonna have to be a separate thing. There's no way I'm gonna have enough time to do the exhibits one by one, so I'm just gonna go to the snow leopards for now. But I'll have to remember to go back and fix that later. So I need you guys to remind me, because I'm probably gonna forget. Actually, I might not forget, because I do watch every stream after stream. Just to do some video editing and stuff like that for the weekly recaps, so I'm probably gonna come across this and be like, oh yeah, I gotta do that. Yeah, Akron, you know what, Akron, if you can help me remember, or Spidey, or Vox, or anyone else who's in the chat, or Gerton maybe, if Gerton's still here. I don't know if this is still here. I'm trying to remember everyone's names and I'm struggling, okay? Let's go with every 6 months for the mechanic. For the vet, we'll have them every... Let's do 6 months. We're looking at maybe maximum 4 animals in here at a time, and that's after they're like babies. Keeper, let's do every 3 months for the keeper. And let's assign some staff. I'm gonna try and finish the staff work zone stuff before I go, though, because I don't feel like doing this next time. All right, so let's get 1 vet in here to the snow leopards, and we're gonna get let's do 1 keeper for the snow leopards. And let's do 1 educator. There's so many animals already. This is why I decided to set this stuff up before I even continued adding animals to the zoo. Like, I would even say it would be irresponsible for me to do so. You clipped something. What did you clip? Oh, it's a reminder. Thank you, Akron. I appreciate it. Actually, that's a good use of a clip. Thank you. Because I'm gonna have to remember to do that. Let's see what else I got here. We have mechanics. I think 1 is enough. So we'll do 1 mechanic for snow leopards. Did I do educator? Yes, I did. Let's do 1 security guard. And I think 1 caretaker should be more than enough for this area. I don't think it's gonna be too crowded, but... Actually, no. Let's put 2, just in case there's, like, trash somewhere and there's an animal being transported. So I'll put 2, because I'm a little paranoid. And I'll leave vendors alone. Alright, so we're doing good. Let's go over the jaguars. What's going on here? What's wrong? Hold on. 1 alert. What's the alert? Oh, is it because well, I already put them in the trade center. Well, it looks like there's a baby here. That's interesting. When did that baby pop up? I don't remember there being another baby. All right. Well, I guess I guess Spidey is a mom again. Interesting. Let's go to the maintenance tab and mechanic every 3 months because I'm paranoid that these guys are going to try escape again. I'm going to have a vet every 3 months, and I'm going to have a keeper every month. Just to be safe, only because they can have more than one baby at a time. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'm gonna go to staff. I'm going to hire 1 vet for the Jaguars. I'm gonna hire 2 keepers. Well, I think 2 keepers makes sense. I'm gonna put it just to be safe. Yep, and I'm also gonna put down a... Hold on a second. What else am I putting down? Oh, not the keepers. I need 1 educator. And I'm gonna put down 1 mechanic. Well, you know, I'm gonna put down 2 mechanics because I'm paranoid. So let's put down 2 mechanics to make sure that that barrier is upheld. I'm gonna put down 1 security guard. And I'm gonna put down 2 caretakers. Okay. And we don't need any vendors, so it looks like we're good. Alright. Next I'm going to... Oh god, we still didn't do the koalas, did we? Alright, let me do the koalas next. They're right behind here. So for maintenance... I think every month is necessary. There's a lot of koalas in there. Because there's just 1 male and up to like, I think 3 or 4 females or something like that. So if they all have babies at the same time, then we're looking at a lot of maintenance on that barrier. For the vet, I'm gonna have them come in every month, and the keeper every month as well. Oh god. There's still a couple animals that I need to do, but I think you guys have the main idea. I think what I'm gonna do is like, maybe off stream, I'll just continue this at a later time. Cause I just don't have enough time to keep going, but I will say, tomorrow, my plan for tomorrow's stream, I'm going to be playing some, V-Rising. So what you'll see is, me decorating yet again. It'll be day 3 of decorating, I believe. So it's going to be a little bit more of my crafting castle, making sure that stuff is decorated and well done. Next week, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I kind of want to do 2 V-Rising streams next week, because I want to really, like, I don't know, I guess it kind of depends on how I feel tomorrow after a stream, and like whether or not I want to work more on the castle than usual. So we'll see. But yeah, I appreciate you all stopping by, taking a look and watching, as always. You can find me on various social medias. I'm gonna say medias, even though I only needed to say media. You can find me on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Okay, TikTok and Instagram, I don't post there as much. I really should, but I just don't have time. And then I also have, I have a Twitter. So if there's any social media links you wish to find me at, you could just use my Cardco link. If you're on Kick or Twitch and you look at the About section and you scroll down on the page, you should see a QR code that will also bring up my Cardco, so you can see every single place where you can find me. It also includes my Throne, my Patreon, stuff like that. I don't have anything set up really for Patreon. I mean, I can, you know, take in stuff, but just know I don't have any rewards yet for that, so you can hold off on that if you don't want to, you know, do that, if that makes sense. But yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I appreciate your time here, and I appreciate you. So yeah, thank you. Have a great day. I'm probably gonna raid someone. I don't know who yet, but make sure that whoever it is that you say hello and that the person who sent you was Sholo. All right, have a good night, guys. Sholo out.